And we are coming down in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Getting Sports with a Drunk. Rat of a Red Baron here, joined by
Red Baron here.
The Master's Massive.
That's right, many names. The Mass, Red Baron, Mock maybe to join, don't know.
Probably not.
And the Riddler will join us in a little bit. But we're here.
We are here.
Doing the damn thing.
We're not
Doing
here.
something.
We're in this weird time of year where, baseball is going into its second leg of the season. Football is like almost here.
Yep.
And I don't know. I'm kind of in a weird mood about it.
You should be in a good mood.
Well, I mean, I'm not in a good nor a bad mood about it. Like, I've recently played it pretty good, where I give my time to kind of separate from football, so I could really enjoy it when it's here, and I like to really immerse myself in the baseball season, which I've tried my best. I'm no Souls, I'm no man of many names, but I try to be 1/3 as good.
Damn right.
I was expecting something else, but it's just like, yeah, you're right.
He's so confidently just goddamn right.
I fucking love baseball.
I know, and nobody does it better than you.
Because my team is in a rain delay right now because they're playing in piece of shit Minnesota. So I'm watching the Reds and the Braves.
I like it. You guys drinking anything tonight?
Hey, Ian. I am drinking from Alvarium Brewing Company, Alvarium Beer Company in New Britain, Connecticut. The Crunchyroll. It's one of their lagers.
You're drinking the Cruncher Bunch?
Yeah.
Nice.
So you're having an agua variety?
Yeah, definitely agua.
Nice.
I don't drink no more. You know why?
Why's that?
I just don't want to go to the store.
Hey.
That's fair.
Can't argue with that. I'm continuing on. I got some beers from Norbrook Farm Brewery. To their dismay, they said I could do it, but I broke up a couple 4-packs to make my own. And tonight I'll be having the Dennis Hill Estate Saison, 5.4 alcohol by volume. Let me give you the quick blurb, because I won't want to read it later. It says the Dennis Hill Estate Park in Norfolk, Connecticut was once the sprawling 240-acre estate of Dr. Frederick Shepard Dennis. This panoramic sights from the summit are what inspired this brew, a wheat beer that is lightly spiced with coriander and orange peel. A special yeast was employed to add depth and dimension to this fine, locally crafted ale. So,
Did you say Highlander?
Coriander. Cousin of Highlander.
Cody Rhodes?
Yes. Beer in this can, something, Dennis Hill Estate.
Oh, today's Monday.
Yeah.
The show that we've done for 353 episodes.
Means I get to watch a couple YouTube vids tonight.
Yes. But yeah, Toast of Excellence.
I have a toast of excellence. Toast of excellence to Spain for winning the Euro Cup 2024. We were on our way back from, I think, the Westman Islands, and we were looking for a parking spot. And there was a food hall literally across the street from where we were staying. And as I was looking for a parking spot, Ashley was talking to her mother, and mid-sentence she goes, "Oh my God, there's a giant screen and they're showing the Euro Cup. We're going, love you, bye, and hung up on her mom.
No, Massey, real quick.
But go ahead.
You're a fairly worldly guy. Do you follow any soccer from not the United States?
I follow it when Ashley does.
Aha.
So she follows it during the time of like cups and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I lean on her for knowledge.
But not like a particular team that you kind of support day in, day out.
I mean, if there was going to be a team I would support, it's Riddler and I went through a phase.
The Seattle Xbox.
Yeah. We went through a phase when we were in college where we were watching soccer pretty regularly because of Dimitri.
Mm-hmm.
So if I had to pick one, it'd probably be Chelsea. But
All right, that's fair.
even then, I couldn't tell you a single player on that team right now.
Well, still a better leg up than me or Kyle, so.
But
What are you talking about?
it was a good time. We went to the food hall. They had a large projection screen set up with a lot of speakers and everything. And let me tell you, for a Sunday night, it was packed like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And every score, the place just lit up. It was awesome.
Aussie.
It's a cool fan experience for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. It was definitely something we were very lucky to get to experience while we were there.
But please continue before I cut you off.
No. That's all I was getting ready to say is just, it was an awesome setup. Being able to see, I mean, I personally couldn't care less, but it's like anything. When you're around a bunch of people that are like excited to be watching something, generally you'll get into it. And like I didn't have any qualms about getting up to go to the bathroom, missing a bowl or something, but Ashley was super into it. So it was nice to see her just like into something very excited and having fun.
Yeah.
You know what's fun?
What's that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Souls, you have a toast?
My toast of excellence is to Yordan Alvarez. He hit for the cycle yesterday.
First time an Astro has done that in 2 years? Or last year?
I don't know. Why would you even say it like that if it was that early?
Well, because I literally saw a stat on it earlier today and there was some amount of time that like since an Astro has done it, but it wasn't like 10 years. You know what I mean? It was like an in-between amount of time. I just don't remember if it was last season or if it was longer. But it was Jose Altuve was last to do it, I think, versus Boston.
Shocker. Because, that guy's not fucking disgusting. He's pretty good, though.
Yeah. Mine is I lost who the person who said it was, but someone wanted to do like a case study on Nick Castellanos, who continues to hit home runs. Like when like historical events happen of whatever varying, whatever I'm trying to say.
Try and talk about it, yeah.
But there's somebody who they wanted to kind of like track like when news breaks versus like how soon in games he hits home runs. I just thought like he's not letting up. Like
No.
The trend continues.
Yes.
I just thought it's very interesting.
Yeah, we just need a fucking really bad thing to happen soon. Like in the World Series, that'd be cool.
Yeah, Kyle called me like late last week. He's like, "Yeah, if something bad could happen in October, that would be awesome."
Like an alien invasion,
Nice, Kyle.
Whatever. Let me get my happiness before I die.
Imagine that,
Yeah.
like aliens, they make contact like with somebody, and they said they're gonna come down to Earth, and Kyle gets a hold of the transmitter. It's like, hold on, wait till October 10th.
Hold yourself off.
We'll have a spot cleared for you. Just wait.
All
Listen,
right.
man, I will willingly go with you.
I'm sensing a butt.
No, but just let this happen.
Imagine he goes to game whatever where the Phillies win, and then just this beam of light comes from the stands as Kyle gets lifted into the sky.
Which one's Kyle? I am your sacrifice. But you know what would probably happen?
What?
I'd become boys with the aliens.
It'd be pretty funny.
Like, you knew it would happen. If it's anybody to do it, it'd be me.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Yo, how about instead of killing me, we listen to Baja Men?
But listen, we also don't know that the aliens are going to kill you. They could be friendly.
Or, listen, let's just be Baja Men. And they're like, what's that? And then, who let the dogs out? Like, this is sick.
That's
I've been thinking about this for the last few days, actually.
like your plan is like, hey, I want to introduce you to what Earth is all about. Here's the Baja Men who let the dogs out, right out of the gate.
Rick and Morty had an episode like the planets were on the alien version of American Idol, and if they didn't like the song they produced, they blew the planet up. And that's the kind of vibe I'm getting from this.
I definitely want to watch some more Rick and Morty. That's an underrated show, in my opinion.
Pretty good show. I like
You know
it a
it's
lot.
not a good show?
What's
No.
that?
Rick and Morty.
I don't know that I can agree with that.
It was just funny. I just wanted to say it.
You guys seen 0 episodes?
I've seen a couple.
Yeah?
It's definitely different. It's funny.
It's definitely a show that that changes, like, from season 2 to season 5 to season 7. Like, 2 to 5 is different than 1 to 2, and 2 to 5 is different from 6 to 8 or whatever we're on now. Those are like, the humor kind of shifts a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and it becomes like a very different show. I shouldn't say very different. It's still pretty similar, but those seasons are more like with each other than they are like the separate seasons.
Help me out, Mass. Is it Dan Harmon who's kind of the showrunner?
Yes, Dan Harmon is the showrunner, and Justin Roiland.
Justin Long.
I knew he was going to say Justin Long. I should have put money on it.
Very funny. Justin Roiland was the voice of Rick and pretty much everybody else.
Fuck you, Kendall. You knew I was going to say it.
He did.
2 seasons ago.
No, you didn't.
Kyle, I kind of believe him because once you said that, I was like, I should have known he was going to fucking say that.
Do you know what movie Justin Long's in?
He's in a lot of movies, Kyle.
Okay, he's in a horror film. Do you know which one that is?
Kyle.
And let me tell you, this movie is the only scary movie that freaks me the fuck out.
Oh, please let it be Jeepers Creepers.
That's exactly what it is.
Nice.
I don't know why that movie gets me, but it gets me so bad. Give me Jeepers Creepers.
Very funny. Did we all do our...
I think so.
I didn't do my homework, no.
Oh, man, that's pretty funny.
Oh.
All right. Cracking.
We also have a group toast of excellence. Before we got on the air, we were talking about Pat Redwood Donovan, who hopefully will come on the show again soon. He's just good at everything.
Yeah. So we were playing Page yesterday, and you guys know the water hole, the one that you have to go left for.
Yeah, you throw from that like deck.
Yeah. So if you throw forehand, which way does the disc usually go?
Tends to
Right.
Correct. It tends to go right. Pat comes up with a forehand and fucking bombs it and lands like 5 feet from the basket.
Yeah,
He's
Pat,
good at
I mean,
everything.
Pat, Massey, now you know why we get frustrated with him?
I was getting ready to go to disc golf yesterday, and Ash was like, "All right, who's going?" And I said it was me, Bach, and Paul, and Pat might go. She's like, "Oh, well, Pat goes, you lose." Thanks,
Love you too.
but she's right.
Also, this just sucks that Pat's way more handsome than all of us.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Some guys just have it all.
He's just a good-looking lad.
He is a good-looking lad.
We could say that because he's been all straight.
That's the thing that gives him the nod.
For Kyle, clearly.
He's my guy, you know? Oh, fuck you, Vinny Pasquantino. Sorry.
Hey, quite all right.
Fucking guy couldn't hit a sack fucking fly. He's a piece of shit.
That sounds like me.
You're not there less than 2 outs. All you got to do is put the ball in play. No, we're just going to pop this up to the center fielder.
Tell you what, we were over in lunch yesterday
Mhm.
because Ashley went to go like do dog trimming or whatever you call that, grooming. After we gave Cooper a bath, and I'm in the basement watching the Yankees with Bruce, and man, oh man, the Yankees play the same game every single game they play. They give up a few runs, and then they rely on Judge and Soto to dig them out of it because nobody else on that fucking team can do anything. And it's hilarious to watch Bruce get upset about it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously not a Yankees fan, but kind of in tune with what's going on. Those games got to be agonizing to watch.
Oh, it was miserable to watch.
Yankee games?
Yeah, I mean, like if
I
you
mean-
were, oh, go ahead, Kyle. Sorry.
In my opinion, they're boring to watch.
Well, no, we were just talking about like, imagine being a fan, and like they're struggling hard, and like everyone like batters 4 through 9 aren't doing anything, and pitching is kind of in so.
Well, here's the thing, right? They put this team together, and everybody but Yankee fans were like, all right, so you have to go through 3, 4, and then you're fucking fine. You know? It's not like the fucking Braves lineup where 1 through 9 are all fucking all-stars. Even though not this year.
And I mean, I guess it's the mantra could be don't sleep on the Yankees, but right now they're definitely going through it. It's a team not playing hot baseball right now.
Yeah,
You know, like the Mets. Imagine what the record would be if they had a fucking bullpen.
yeah.
I mean that whole month of May was just a disaster.
Even July, dude. Like this month.
Well, what I will say is, at least as of late, there's been, times late in games where the bullpen has given runs, but they're not losing the game as many times as they were earlier in the year.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully they can right the ship and continue on. But 2 games, no, well, actually, we'll call it a series after All-Star break. Kind of shifting into the dog days of summer, as they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say this, if we live anywhere closer, what a great time to go to baseball games for bad teams. Like if we lived, let's say if we had like the Rockies in striking distance, how great would we get to go to those games for dirt cheap? We go to like 6 or 7 games the rest of the summer.
You think so?
Oh yeah, because yeah, certain ticket prices will remain the same, but if any team is struggling, people who have season tickets, people who just any unbought seats, the ticket prices just drop like astronomically. Yankees tickets, Mets tickets, Red Sox, Phillies tickets, they will sort of hold their price no matter what, just because there's a certain prestige of the city rather than the team, which is a shame.
I don't think it's not bad at all.
No, I'm just throwing them in because this is
No, I get it. I'm just saying, like, for a team that's playing well, I think the ticket prices are very fair.
yeah, no, that's true. But like even if the Mets were, had 20 wins right now, the ticket price would pretty much hold just because it's just how it is. But in smaller markets, they will plummet.
Yeah, but I mean,
Stuck my toes. That's what I mean.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Riddler.
It's
there's
Paul.
just not a lot to entice me to go because the ticket
Stuck
prices
my
might be lower, but the price of everything else in the fucking ballpark isn't.
True.
Beer's still going to cost $14.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Talk about like if like in this time of the year, like if we lived kind of closer to like smaller market, baseball teams, and they were trash, the ticket prices was dropping. Like we could go to several games if we were interested in going.
If I lived like within 40 minutes of a baseball stadium, I'd probably go to like 40 games a year.
Yeah.
I
When I
just
move
wanna
all you
go-
guys off you
the thing
soon.
is, I just want to go to games where I'm going to crack my beer. I just like to go to games where I know the players' names. That's why like the yard goats and like that stuff doesn't really interest me as much.
Yeah, that's fair. Real quick, Riddler, do you have toast of excellence and whatnot?
I do. My toast of excellence is to Kendall for asking very politely if I could fuck off so he could start the show without me. So then I process it by taking my sweet ass time joining late.
Well, we're glad you're here.
No, my toast of excellence is to. I'm sure someone already did it, but football season being back. I for the first time have something to be pretty excited about, and I believe my team and the Texans they're the first two teams, right, to report.
I believe so.
Because we play a game in 10 days.
Is it
I
that
believe
quick?
that is the case.
Yeah, the Hall of Fame game's in like a week and a half.
Jesus Christ.
Well, it's just a publicity for the Hall of Fame. Nobody of any note is playing in this game.
What do you mean? Oh, what's that fucking Katana? What's his name?
And I am while Kyle's thinking, I am drinking.
No.
I am drinking from Wicked Weed Brewing Company, the Perny, a pernicious or Perny maybe, I don't know, a pernicious India Pale Ale.
Who's the kid that played the Chargers on Sunday Night Ball?
And they are from Asheville, North Carolina.
Nice.
And I'm not drinking it out of a can. I poured it in my J. Timothy Dimple mug.
Nice.
This guy's balling out right now.
Well, it's easier to drink 5 of them if you can chug them in a glass.
Oh, what's his name?
What? Who?
The kid that played for the Bears last year.
Tyson Badgett?
There you go.
He's not going to play.
Yes, he will.
Nope.
Sorry. I'll play.
No, you won't.
Yeah, you're right. I'll think about it, though.
You weren't invited.
You don't know that.
The Hall of Fame game, honestly, is probably going to be a lot of Brett Ripien because Brett Ripien and Austin Reed are who's competing for the third quarterback spot. Tyson Badgett is basically locked in this one of the 3 quarterback spots. So it's going to be between Brett Ripien and Austin Reed, which is probably going to be Ripien, but with a week and a half thing, I don't think they're going to really try to do too much with Tyson Badgett because I feel like his youth and whatnot, I don't think he's like one of those like possible tradable backup type guys.
Yeah.
All I know is I hope the Bears lose that game.
Why?
I hope they lose, and I hope it's on multiple Velus Jones turnovers so that he gets fucking cut immediately.
He might get cut anyways.
He might. He might not. Because the thing is like, they have to pick and choose who they're going to cut because you have to factor in you're probably going to have 5 games without Keenan Allen.
Fair.
Besides, we all know who the first big name's going to be to get cut from the Bears.
Who's that?
Yeah,
It's going to be Khalil Herbert. Khalil Herbert's going to get cut, or maybe possibly traded for like a 6th or 7th round pick. But I don't think he's got a spot on the team, to be honest with you. DeAndre Swift's a better pass catcher and a better runner. Roshan Johnson's a better blocker. And Travis Homer is just younger and hasn't been hurt, and they like him. And you don't need 4 backs.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially when you have Cole Kmet, Gerald Everett, and Mercedes Lewis for like jumbo tight end sets for blocking. You don't need you know what I mean? They don't even really need a fullback.
Yeah, they'll trade Herbert.
Well, I don't think they'll trade him. I don't think there's really going to be a market for him. I think they'll cut him.
Not really,
for trading.
Yeah. Not really a hit, though, right?
Huh?
Not really a hit, like, price-wise?
No, I don't think so, but... no, my toast of excellence is just because if it happens, it'll be my toast later, but just because of the rumor of how cool it is that the White Sox are rumored to, how the White Sox are more than likely going to purge everything that's worth purging.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the White Sox, it's rumored that they're just going to kind of one-stop shop it.
Just find a team that,
The current rumor is that the Dodgers are looking to do a trade that would get them Garrett Crochet, Michael Kopech, and Luis Robert in one deal.
Wow.
Just send them all. Just do it one go.
Man, what a return. You should do it all for cash.
No, I want it for the rights to move to Brooklyn. The Brooklyn White Sox.
That's stupid. Would kind of be sick, though.
Yeah. Kyle, I'm talking baseball and you're not even caring.
I'm listening.
Well, you're a baseball guy. It doesn't really do much good if you're listening. You're supposed to be talking. Massey's supposed to be listening.
Massey is listening.
Hey.
He's doing a great job.
We're talking about the White Sox moving to Brooklyn, which never will happen.
Hey, come on.
We were talking about the White Sox trading 3 guys to the Dodgers in one trade.
Not going to happen.
I mean, it's the current rumor mill. Why can't it happen?
Because I don't think the Dodgers have enough talent to fucking send to the White Sox for that.
For what? Kopech is worth 1 minor league guy. Luis Robert's worth maybe 2.
Yeah, and you're getting Crochet, which is about 3. I don't know. I also don't like the Dodgers farm system, so I think it'd be bad.
I just don't like how I read a bunch of articles on a thing that was being reported on MLB Network and listened to MLB Network podcasts and did all this research just for Kyle to be like, no, I'm smarter than that. It's not going to happen. You're a big meanie, Kyle. You're a big fat meanie head.
I'm not being a big fat meanie.
You're being a big fat meanie.
All right,
Massey,
fine. I'm being a big fat meanie.
Massey, is he being a big fat meanie?
I'm being a big fat liar.
You're not cool enough to be in that movie.
You don't know that.
And how do you know the White Sox aren't going to get like Shohei Ohtani in return?
I can go ahead and predict that they won't.
But like, it'd be worth it.
If you got Shohei, Freddie Freeman, and Mookie Betts.
That seems like a one-sided trade on our end.
Is there a scenario where any of those guys could go, you think, though?
No.
What?
Well, like, in this hypothetical White Sox trade, a guy who's already up of some star power, do you think that could be a featured member in a trade?
I mean, yeah, but like it's not going to be a major guy.
Well,
like for example,
But the only major guy is Garrett Crochet.
And Luis Robert.
He's not a major guy.
He is.
He's not though. Like, what is he? Look, I love the guy, love him. What has he done that has proved that he's a major guy besides having big upside if he stays healthy? Yeah, if he stays healthy, but we're talking about a guy that this is his 5th MLB season. He's played. Last year he had a great year of health. He played 145 games. He's on pace to not play 100 this year. and he didn't play 100 in his first 3 years. His batting average, he had 1 year, he had 2021 where he batted 338, but in 68 games. So that's a huge asterisk. He's batting 225 currently. He's supposed to be this big power guy. And again, other than last year, has never eclipsed 15 home runs. Supposed to be this run generating guy, hasn't gotten above 55 RBIs other than last year. Like last year he had one good year, and then this year when he's playing, he's not been productive. And he doesn't play.
People are gonna hope that they're getting it last year, Luis Robert. So people will pay for him. I'll fucking pay for him.
Everything that I've read said that the only people who value value Luis Robert the way the White Sox do is the White Sox.
When is the trade deadline?
Today.
Oh,
It already happened.
Would be pretty funny.
They already happened. The Phillies traded Bryce Harper, and they traded him to the Steelers for George Pickens.
Can you imagine? I don't think
Not
the
really.
Phillies would be getting a good trade in that.
George Pickens would have made that catch for the perfect game against the White Sox. That's all I'm saying.
He might have.
He's got the length.
He's really good at the hard catches.
be a very tall first baseman.
You'd be very tall,
Thank you.
but you're not as handsome as Massey.
That's totally fair. Hey, I have a.
No
I
one,
don't think you're handsome.
no one's more handsome than Pat.
That's true. Just before Paul joined, we had a whole, talk about how great Pat is at everything.
Yeah, I was telling him how he threw a flex forehand over the fucking hole number 8 at Page and just landed like 5 feet from the Boston.
Well, that's just not true.
The plot thickens.
Which
The
part?
forehand that Pat threw on hole 8 at Page went like 60 feet into the woods.
No, it didn't. He was like 5 feet from the basket.
No, he wasn't. And
At
Pat
the
and I
water
both-
hole?
That's not the hole. That's not hole 8.
All right, the water hole.
Oh, that's better. That's hole 12.
All right, my bad.
Yeah, it was a pretty good shot in the water hole. But you had a good shot in the water hole too.
It's the best shot I've ever had on that water hole.
On a percentage. Oh, sorry, Paul, what?
No, go ahead, guys.
On a percentage, how aceable is that hole?
High.
If you're good, yeah.
No, you don't have to be good.
Well, throw out a number
I mean-
for me.
Like what? From like the members of the group?
Sure.
Okay. So what are we talking? Like the 5 of us, the 4 of us, Mock and Pat.
Yeah, but more so leaning at like your guys' skill level versus mine, because I'm just saying people who are going out regularly.
Oh, rank all of our chances one by one.
I would as a group at 66%, because I know for a fact that myself, Mock, Pat, and Massey can get there. Now, that's not to say that Kendall and Kyle couldn't do it. I mean, that's one of the nice things about disc golf. It's not like baseball where, like, if you're throwing from the outfield to home plate and there's a big tail, you know what I mean? Like, the tailwind doesn't affect a baseball as much as it does something that's meant to fly in the air.
Mm-hmm.
But, so, like, with proper wind and stuff, of course, you guys could get it there.
Well, you're pretty far away from the mic right now.
So, I think, like, for Kendall, I would say it's probably in the, like, 10 to 15% range. I mean, I've seen Kendall throw a shot. It's a downhill throw. Kendall, when he does release a disc straight, it goes pretty straight for a pretty good amount of time and then comes back, which is what that shot really is. The reason I put it low is because he can't consistently throw that far, and I just don't think he would throw it high enough.
Is it 320 plus?
I don't know what it is off the top of my head.
You can check real quick.
I don't think it's 320 though.
I don't think it's that far.
And whatever it is, it plays at least 50 feet less because it's drastically downhill.
Mm-hmm.
You're not throwing to a level surface. You know what I mean?
We're
Across
talking
the
one
water,
before the water hole.
huh?
We're talking about the one before the water hole.
No, the water hole he's talking about.
Okay. Water hole's not drastically down.
It is
It's
drastically
downhill.
downhill.
It's not drastic.
It's at least a floor.
You
Yeah.
think?
Yes, because you're throwing over the railing, so you're automatically throwing your disc higher than you would normally throw it.
Yeah, but the step down to the walking path over there is not a floor down. It's like 4 or 5 steps down.
It's gradually downhill the whole way. I'm willing to bet you that from where we throw to the bottom of the basket, from where you release your disc to the bottom of the basket, I'd bet you it's 10 feet.
Mm.
Because when you're looking out, you're looking over the basket, like all the way over the basket.
Is there a way I can main?
I just don't think Kendall throws high enough.
Hold 12 is a 291 par 3.
Probably plays like 240, maybe 250, because it's big hyzer too. So it's Kyle. I would put his percentages around the same. I've seen Kyle throw that far. It just would have to be perfect. So in my mind, I think you get the 10% guaranteed if you can hit the distance. It's got to be not like obviously the throw has to be perfect because it's a hole in one, but like everything has to be perfect for Kyle and Kendall, because that's kind of like their max distance on a max throw.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I would put it. I'm sorry if I offended anybody.
No. You offended me, you son of a bitch.
Well, you know what? That's what you get for being a big fat meanie.
Yeah, well, now you're being the big fat meanie.
Hashtag call it back, bitch.
Hashtag fuck you, fat boy.
Oh. Oh, I know you can throw that far.
Oh, fuck you. No more cookie, fat boy.
You can throw that far.
I know I can, fat boy, but still no more cookie.
So funny. If someone listened to this for the first time, they have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, none at
all. For me, I would say probably maybe the low 60s, just because the big hyzer shot is just not something I'm really good at doing. I always just tend to leave it short. I tend to throw it too high, or I throw it too straight with not enough power.
Mm-hmm.
But it's never in between. I definitely have the power to get it there. Mock, I would probably put closer to the 85%, because he does he's regularly gotten pin high or further. For him, it's just more about the accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think anyone's going to be over 90 because you have tree branches in the way, so there needs to be a certain amount of luck involved.
I don't think... I can't wait for the day when that mock hits that railing. It's happening.
And Pat, I would put right around the same percentage as me. The only reason is because Pat can throw really far, and Pat just doesn't care what happens. So when you take out the element of fear of the water, Pat threw a forehand on that hole. It's a hole that... the green you're throwing to is probably 15, 20 feet to the left of where your tee box is, with woods all along the left. So there's not really a lot of room to do a big flex forehand. But Pat just doesn't really care what happens. So
He also threw it out over the water.
Right, which is what you have to do. I mean, I was talking to Kyle about it. You would throw it out over the water on a lot of angles so it goes, and by the time it gets to the woods, it's flattening back out to come back. And, he threw it really well. But, like I said, when you kind of throw caution to the wind, I feel like you're kind of just naturally better. It's something I heard in baseball one time where it's if you're somebody told me one time, if you're throwing from second to first, like when they're like learning how to throw. If you're throwing as hard as you can, you're not going to be accurate. If you're just throwing it, if you're throwing to hit the spot, you'll hit the spot. But if you're throwing to throw it as hard as you can, you're going to sacrifice the accuracy.
Yeah.
Pat doesn't really care, so I give him like a lot of kudos for that. And then Massey, I would probably say, is like just under 50. Like he can get it there. I think if he practiced if he went back to practicing his forehand more, I think it would be he could throw that shot that Pat threw. Just it is a backhand hole, and Massey's just he's working on his form a lot. But I mean, he cleared the water and got inbounds on the island. If you even if you just clear the little swamp area and get up on the grass, you're within 30 feet of the basket. So I know he can throw it 30 feet further than that. If he'd put that disc about 2 feet higher, he would have gotten probably pin high. It would have been really left, but he would have got pin high.
And for all the stuff you mentioned, better autumn, wintertime hole, or does that not matter?
I mean, it's definitely more fun in the winter because there's no leaves on the tree. So it makes it a little bit easier to crash to the basket. Plus, if you do kind of grip lock a bit and go out too wide and you come back in, instead of just diving into the bank of the water, you'll skip off the ice.
Right.
Which is fair game. It's part of disc golf.
I've once been into on that ice.
I know you have.
It wasn't fun.
Yeah, it's pretty wild to send the guy who can't swim out onto the potentially too thin ice.
Yeah, I'm gonna die.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's a different thing.
Yeah.
You're just gonna die. Like, it's just the way it is.
I'm gonna die playing disc golf.
I mean, the amount of times that you've fallen just standing up, I believe it.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't really defend it there, Kyle.
You big fat meanie.
You're the one that's being a big fat meanie.
No, I'm being a dick. There's a difference.
Paul is. Stop being a dick.
All right, that's fair. All right, well, I gotta go now, guys. If I can't be a dick, what's the point?
Why am I here?
Orange juice is the capital of yellow.
That's fair.
Still doesn't make sense.
It doesn't need to make sense to you, Massey. It's just reality.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a follow-up question for Paul. Actually, and we'll go for everyone too, just kind of jumping back a second to the Bears. Are you in the market for a jersey for anybody? Me? Yes.
No.
And then, well, I'd like to hear your explanation. And then, what was the last jersey you bought and or acquired?
Last jersey I acquired was for the Bears or in general?
Well, I guess we'll throw it in general.
In general, I think it would be the DeMar DeRozan jersey Kyle got me for my birthday in March.
Yes, sir.
Actually,
that's not true. It's his Jose Abreu Southside jersey that came in 8 months late.
I think the DeRozan jersey came after that.
Did it?
I think so, because you figure Abreu's been off the team for this is the third year now off the team. Or no, it's his second year off the team. Second year?
Might be second.
It's his second year. I think it's his second year. I feel like for some reason though, I feel like the Abreu jersey came first.
All right, that's fine.
I mean, if you want to get really loose, if shirtsies count, then it would be a Connor Bedard shirtsy that I got for Christmas. That I got for Christmas this past year. But
I'm a good friend.
Football jersey, I think it's got to be the Khalil Mack jersey that you and Samantha got me, right?
Yeah.
The orange one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's got to be. Khalil Mack. Yeah, Khalil Mack.
And then just kind of jumping back, just waiting for the right person, or are you kind of out on jerseys altogether?
So it's a combination. I mean, like, if I get a jersey, I'll take it. Like, I'll wear a jersey, like, on a game day at home by myself. I won't wear jerseys out and about because I'm not a 6-year-old boy anymore.
Or
No offense, Mass.
Yeah.
I just don't wear jerseys. I mean, I get hot, so it's just like maybe I would wear the basketball jerseys like in the summer if I was not a lard. The other thing too is just like who would I get? I mean, the only person that could be of any convince right now would be Jalen Johnson because he signed a long-term deal. If DJ Moore were to get signed up before, if DJ Moore were to sign an extension before the end of the deadline for that during the season, then that could be a possibility. I mean, I'm not going to get a rookie jersey. Keenan Allen's only going to be there for a cup of coffee.
Not even for the novelty that he was on the team.
No, because Keenan Allen, like I like Keenan Allen, but he wasn't like an all-time favorite of mine. Like,
okay.
Like, Jared Allen was an all-time favorite. Like that's why I got his jersey when I went to Chicago. Like I would have gotten I would have gotten an Eddie Royal jersey if I knew that he would have been there for more than 5 seconds. There's some play like if Larry Fitzgerald had ever been a Bear, like that'd be different. Like I think I'd be more apt to getting a Mike Evans one than a Keenan Allen one. If Mike Evans, like if it was reversed, because I like Mike Evans more.
Mm-hmm.
I really do like Keenan Allen as a player, but like not to the point where like if I got nothing going on a football Sunday, traditionally for me, I don't sit down and just watch football like you guys do. Like I traditionally will watch the Bears game. If it's like the Bears are on at 1, I'll watch the 1 o'clock game. I will basically turn football off after that for the rest of the day, and until maybe like later at the end of the day, like I boot up the laptop to get some paperwork done for the week, and I'll throw on the Sunday night game. Like the Monday night game I put on while we're doing the show. If we don't have a show, there's a good chance I just don't watch it. The Thursday night game is the same thing. Like if I got nothing going on and there's nothing that's like piquing my interest, I'll throw it on in the background. But I'm more of a watch my team kind of guy than I am watch the sport kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
With the exception of hockey. Hockey I can sit down and watch any game. So like with that being said, the segue from that was that like I've never like sat down and been like, oh, I gotta watch the Chargers game because how much I love Keenan Allen. But like I've watched Bucks games or like put a Buck game on and watched the offense to see what Mike Evans is gonna do.
That's fair.
Like there's few players that I am like that with, where like I'll want to kind of see what they do, offensively. I prefer to just watch the defense as it is, but there's been a few. I mean, it's magical to watch Christian McCaffrey anytime he had the ball. Todd Gurley was the same way when he was a Ram. Like, I would turn on, like if the Rams were playing and there was nothing else going on, I'd throw a Rams game on and it'd pique my interest if it was a run play. Things like that.
Yeah. All right. I was just curious.
Cooper Kupp doesn't do it for me though, because for football I'm a reverse racist. No success for the whites.
So you definitely won't be one of the many running out to get Caleb Williams jerseys this season. Oh, I think he muted himself.
I know you're getting a Cameron Sutton jersey.
No. I got to think about mine for a second. Kyle, what about you? What was the? Well, I'll kind of pose it the same way. Is there a jersey?
My last jersey was the jersey I bought myself, the Minka one.
Minka, and then is there anything on your?
Do you remember where I bought that, Kendall?
I don't think it was at the stadium.
It was in the hotel room on the toilet.
Yes, that's coming back to me. But do you have a jersey? I mean, does it have to be football either that's on your horizon, or you kind of jerseyed out?
All right. Football jersey was Minka. My last jersey I got was from Bianca, JT Romuto City Connect jersey.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad bought me
Kyle,
real quick, the Noah jersey.
Real quick, I gotta mute again for a second after that. But Kyle, you tell the whole story. Damn it! What Bianca did not buy you a JT Romuto City Connect jersey?
Oh, sorry. She bought me the City Connect outfit.
The whole uniform, the baseball uniform,
Oh my god, I didn't know this.
pants and everything.
Why do we not see you all the time?
I got to see it. She made Kyle model it for me when we were moving furniture.
Yeah, this is new information. You got to wear that out all the time.
That's what I'm saying.
But if I was to buy another jersey, it'd probably be a Zach Wheeler.
Yeah,
Yeah,
home or away?
probably home. 'Cause I don't have a white one. I have my NOLA one is in the throwback baby blue.
Mhm.
The City Connected JT or Muto. No, it would be. I have a Harper home one. I have a NOLA away one. I don't know, Kendall.
Remember when your dad got mad because you spilled sauce all over the David DeCastro jersey?
Oh god, that's so funny.
Massey, what's the last jersey you got for yourself or someone got for you?
The last one I got, either way, I believe was my Cooper Cup jersey.
Gross.
Before that, I can't remember the order I got it. I think I got my Cooper Cup jersey most recently, but Bruce did get me a Stafford one for Christmas. I can't remember which came first.
See, I get to really lean into the reverse racism football fan now because I have a black quarterback. You guys are lucky. You guys got two of them. But Massey over there it doesn't get more country than Matt Stafford.
It does not.
I'd say I'm a really big fan of his wife going on air and being like, "Yeah, I fucked the backup quarterback to get to Matt Stafford."
I don't know how they're still married.
I'll give you an answer. If she was willing to have sex with a backup quarterback to get to him, she probably kind of just does cool things that he's okay with.
Facts.
But
Babe, I can't believe I threw 3 interceptions against the Seahawks today. Oh, that's okay. Double-handed Gawk 3000 coming your way.
But still.
I'm gonna give him that
A little bit of
old
that hawk Tua.
Tua.
I hate
So
you.
good. So good, Kyle. Spit on that thing.
That bitch is not even attractive.
No, she's not, but you still would.
That's not saying anything.
That's fair. If you all right, so I mean, we've done this a million times. If you could have 5 jerseys of your choice from your teams, what would they be? Any player, any time, any style jersey. Massey, why don't you go first? Because I feel like yours are probably just going to be 5 Rams.
I mean,
Unless you have a Cardinals jersey that you would want to get.
I already
Look,
have two.
All I'm doing is trying to give Kyle basically ideas for Christmas for you guys.
I bought Kendall a jersey once. She's never worn it.
Not true. I've worn the jersey several times.
I've never seen you in it.
That's not true either. And real quick, because I didn't get a chance to go, I don't remember if it was you or Paul, because the timing was pretty close. I got the Stephen Hauschka jersey, and Paul got me a Terry Bradshaw away jersey roughly around the same time, but I don't remember what was like the most recent. But because I haven't gotten a jersey in a long, long time. And
well, who needs a jersey when you have a custom 07 Reed jersey?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's like the jersey of all jerseys. And like with that being said, I'm kind of in the same boat. Like I stopped getting jerseys because either they, get traded, have career-ending injuries, or just don't end up playing in the team anymore. So I vowed to only get jerseys like after the fact.
I just don't wear jerseys enough. That's the problem.
Well, I live my life in a 2000 rap video, so it's important for me to have jerseys on hand at all times.
And all that was extremely funny to me.
Stupid. Matt, do you know your 5 jerseys? Your wish list of jerseys?
No, because all the jerseys I want, I have.
You don't want any like past players?
That's hard for me because I didn't watch a lot of them.
So, I mean, I would still want a Walter Payton
You
jersey.
can get a Naruto Cardinals jersey.
Man, that's pretty fucking funny, Kyle.
You could get a Rams jersey that says Tentacles 69.
Less funny.
Still funny though.
I mean, I guess I'll go.
Good.
I don't have a hockey. Well, I have a hockey jersey, but it's a Mighty Ducks jersey. So I would do a maroon Nathan McKinnon jersey.
Big Avalanche fan. Guy watched one game in 2018.
Whatever. I just like the player.
Now,
I
You know what makes me mad though about you being an Avalanche fan is that the Avalanche have been in a Stanley Cup final, and as a member of you being a quote unquote fan of the team, and in the past 3 years, you've watched more Grapefruit League Phillies games than you have Avalanche playoff games.
yeah.
And they've played more playoff games than they have Grapefruit League games.
Anyways,
Dick.
fine. I'll change it into Sidney Crosby.
Also, now we're just abandoning our fandom to another team again.
I mean,
It's got to be
Yeah.
your team.
all right, fine. Nathan McKinnon maroon. Then I'll go
Bandwagon.
with whatever. Zach Wheeler.
You can't win.
I know, but I'll think about it. So you know those maroon throwback jerseys?
The Phillies?
Yeah,
Yeah, like you mean like the Mike Schmidt days?
yeah.
Okay.
I get a Zach Wheeler one of those. Steelers. See, I have a Bell jersey. I loved Bell, but you know how things went.
Yep, you guys fucked him.
He fucked himself.
No, Massey remembers it very well. We were just talking about it the other day. Steelers fucked Bell.
I mean, they offered him more money.
I saw the report. They offered him 2 for 8.
That's fine.
$2 million for 8 years.
Don't spend it all on one place, Bell.
Two for 8 years. That's
You know,
Imagine.
this is going to come to a shock to everybody. But the black Mike Wallace jersey.
I got one of those.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Is anybody,
like
else,
Mike Wallace a lot.
is anybody else excited for the Disney sequel starring Kyle Souls, Want to Be Like Reed?
Kyle, if you want,
I could be like Kendall.
we could share the jersey. You can have it Sunday till Wednesday at noon, then I'll pick it up. Have it for the rest of the week.
Blue Iguodala Sixers jersey.
Frank?
Like the
Frank
throwback
Iguodala?
blue when they had like the old logo.
Is that all 5?
There's 4
Okay.
and 5.
This is going to be hard for Kendall because he wants jerseys from players that never played for his team.
I know.
Kendall wants Eric Weems,
Oh God.
all
Eddie
the
Royal.
Jason Ward jerseys.
Ugh.
Eddie
I'll
Royal.
take a white Lima Sweet jersey.
No, you won't.
That was stupid, guy. Kendall, where can they find us?
They could find us at Facebook, Getting Sports with Drunk, Twitter and Instagram, GSWD_4.
Make sure you use the hashtag GSWD for all your daily uses, whether it's having one of your absolute closest human beings in your life buy you a Cinnabon, like Kyle's going to do for me, or pooping in your pants like Kendall did 6 days ago.
And Cinnabon.
To the hour.
I smell cinnamon rolls.
Yeah. Yeah. You can find us where, internet, podcasts, wherever. We're around, so be it iHeart, Google Play, iTunes. Give us a quick Google search. Getting Sports with Drunk. It'll pop up everywhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
Or don't.
thank you for tuning in to another episode of Getting Sports with Drunk. With that being said, until next time, I'm your hostess,
I hope
Cupcake
it's Cupcake the Riddler.
God damn it, Kyle.
I'm the Red Baron.
And I am also the Red Baron.
No.
Now.
No.
Yeah.